So you had an announcement a lot of us were waiting for a long time here, which was the Thunder Machine.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, what can you say about that?
Well, Thunder Machine, clearly we love the Dreadnoks. We've been doing a lot of fun stuff with them. And we wanted to get the Thunder Machine out there. We know fans have been really interested in it. So we're doing it as a made-to-order that's going to launch in early September. The campaign will run through just before the end of New York Comic Con. We're hoping to bring a sample or a model of some kind to Comic Con so people can see what it's actually going to look like before the campaign ends. But it's going to be some kind of a modular kind of a configuration. We keep saying one of the inspirations for the team, aside from the original toy, has been the recent Energon Universe Dreadnok War storyline. Yep. If you've seen that, yep. There's a big spread where all these Thunder Machines are rolling down through the desert.
Yes.
And so we wanted people to be able to do that. And so as a result, we're trying some new configurations with the made-to-orders and with Joe vehicles, and seeing. We know that you may not want multiple Thrashers. You may not want, and having that figure in bumps up the cost.
Right.
Considerably. So by releasing it just as the vehicle, we're hoping that people will be encouraged to be able to buy multiple ones. We are going to be releasing a Thrasher.
Okay.
And they should be out around the same time, if not immediately. But that way, fans who want just the Thrasher or can buy just the Thrasher. You want to buy multiple Thrashers, buy multiple Thrashers.
Right.
But this allows us to keep the cost down a little bit on the vehicle, and hopefully fans will respond and buy a bunch of them for all their Dreadnoks.
Right. You also mentioned a brand new character, right? Yesterday.
That's correct. Yeah. So one of our name reveals is a new Dreadnok named Flatline, and as BMAC hinted, he's going to be kind of off the rails. Lenny really went crazy with him and has been wanting to introduce a new Dreadnok for quite some time. As BMAC said, the only thing we can really talk about right now is that he comes with a hammer defibrillator.
Excellent. Dreadnok weapons are very important.
Oh yeah, they all have their unique, bizarrely powered, crazy over-the-top things, and Flatline is definitely in that vein. We're really excited with the way it came out, and looking forward to adding that to G.I. Joe lore.
Now that you've got some guys who have drink cups, my big suggestion is a bottle of grape soda for a Dreadnok.
Oh, we have thought about that for certain. We know the historic love of Dreadnok, that the Dreadnoks love both little chocolate donuts and grape soda for sure. Mm-hmm. I believe, if I remember correctly, we littered the ground of the Cold Slither stage with empty grape soda bottles as an homage to that love.
You also announced the first, I know a lot of people are excited, myself included again, with the first Oktober Guard character for the classified line.
Yeah, we're really excited to introduce the Oktober Guard. We've been wanting to do that in a way that makes sense with the line. That's going to be coming soon. We've been doing this whole story arc within the toys of Destro breaking ranks with Cobra Commander, separating from him, and going off on his own to invade Europe. And G.I. Joe is going to need some help in defending against that invasion. So we're calling upon the Oktober Guard to help out in that regard.
There are plenty of possibilities. You've gotten some characters coming up that are really interesting. Action Man, who obviously there is this interesting history with G.I. Joe.
Oh, for sure.
But Lara Croft, who does not have a G.I. Joe history, but is a really cool inclusion. Are you looking?
Lara Croft doesn't have a G.I. Joe history that you're aware of.
So there we go.
If you saw the announcement,
the tease,
Skybound's going to be doing a mini-series where we learn just how Lara Croft interacts with G.I. Joe.
Right.
She was teased in the Real American Hero issue. I think it came out last Wednesday.
Yeah, very recently.
Okay. So there was, a little bit of a tease that is promoting that new series that's coming out. We're really excited to see that, and the figure is absolutely gorgeous. Laura's one of those things that the concept fits so seamlessly into G.I. Joe that I think it just works perfectly. I'm so excited to add that to the line, and I think this is a good test balloon of bringing in other potential crossover properties.
Right.
You know, like the Transformers team has had very great success with those kind of collab projects. G.I. Joe recently teamed up with Playmates for the Turtles crossover things. So we're doing our first Classified series crossover, and hopefully if it seems to be well received, and we'd love to do more of that kind of thing in the future.
Is it interesting for you guys because you've done, not everyone, but you've done most of the characters from like kind of the first 5 years of Real American Hero?
Well, there's still a couple.
There's still some,
yeah, stragglers, but you know, we're making a concerted effort to get all of those figures out there. We know that there's a Joe for every Joe fan.
Right.
You know, as some people gravitate towards Shipwreck, some people gravitate towards Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow, you know. But even the smaller people or less well-known characters have those people that's like gravitate to that. That's my Joe.
Yes,
know?
Absolutely.
And so we want to get to everybody, but we also want to expand the line where we're able and start introducing new characters to the lore, so that touching upon just areas that haven't been around in the past 40 years since Joe's debut. We just introduced Sundown, our
spectacular looking figure.
Sundown, I absolutely loved. Lenny really wanted to introduce a bounty hunter character to the lore, and Sundown just fits that to a T. That was an absolute joy to come up with the backstory, working with Lenny in concert with Lenny. And the figure is just gorgeous.
Lastly, I don't want to do the thing where I name 20 characters or vehicles I like to see. I know you couldn't tell me what was the works. Just gonna put it out there. The Cobra F.A.N.G is like such a core early concept.
We want to get all the vehicles out there. Can't talk about any planned things that haven't been announced just yet, but we know we've been. Just this year, we put out the Despoiler. We put out the Vamp 2. We got the Triple T. You guys only have so much money
and room.
Yeah, exactly. So that's always a conscious, in our minds, making sure that we're figuring out things that will fit and evaluating all that. We know that there's stuff that fans want, and we want to get it out to you, but I can't speak to any specifics.
You can slow roll it, because my wife and I were just discussing my office at home and how can I redesign it to fit more Joes.
Right, we need to give you all time to buy bigger houses to fit all your toys, otherwise you're all going to get divorced.
Well, I look forward to not getting divorced, but getting more toys. Thank you so much.
Of course, happy to speak to you.
Thanks a lot.